In 2025, Liverpool are under the leadership of manager Arne Slot, who has been facing exciting challenges as he fine-tunes his team to achieve even more impressive results. One of those crucial decisions involves choosing the starting right-back, particularly against a strong opponent like Crystal Palace. The match against Southampton in the Carabao Cup was a clear demonstration that even in difficult moments, football always brings surprises and lessons. While supporters expected a straightforward win over Southampton, the clash at Anfield turned out to be anything but predictable. To the sound of the passionate applause of the crowd, Liverpool had to fight until the very end, with Hugo Ekitike securing the 3 points in the 85th minute. It was a tense evening, but also a reminder of how each match can be a roller coaster of emotions. However, it was not only the goals that drew attention in this encounter. Some players produced performances that left both fans and the manager reflecting on possible strategic changes. One such case was Jeremy Frimong, who since his £35 million arrival at Liverpool has been closely watched with great expectation by the fans. Despite showing promising glimpses here and there, recently he appears to be struggling to rediscover his rhythm after an injury. Unfortunately, in the match against Southampton, Frimong delivered a visibly difficult performance, becoming the subject of constructive criticism. He stayed on the pitch for the full 90 minutes, but his statistics showed it was far from his best day. With only 61 touches on the ball and no interceptions or tackles recorded, it became clear that something needs to change for him to regain peak form. A detailed analysis of Frimong's performance reveals other worrying statistics. He was dribbled past once, won only 25% of his ground duels, and made significant errors by losing possession 15 times. In addition, not a single accurate cross came from his feet, and he failed to win any aerial duels. For a player usually known for his pace and ability to charge up and down the right flank, those numbers are alarming. In the world of football, where every detail counts, it is understandable that Arne Slot is considering alternatives to strengthen his side. And when it comes to options, Conor Bradley emerges as an intriguing and exciting choice. Conor Bradley, the young Irish talent, has been showing defensive consistency and maturity beyond his years. He has already accumulated valuable Premier League experience and demonstrated on several occasions that he can be relied upon in important matches. His presence on the pitch brings balance and security, qualities essential against organised sides such as Crystal Palace. While Frimong is quick and dynamic, Bradley appears to be the type of player who understands when it is the right time to push forward and when to stay back, essential skills when facing cunning opponents. Against such a competitive side as Crystal Palace, who remain unbeaten this season, Slot will need to gather his very best players to ensure a positive result. Since taking charge of Liverpool, Arne Slot has worked tirelessly to mould a cohesive and versatile team. One of the defining features of his management has been the absence of a fixed right-back between Frimong and Bradley. Both have been given regular opportunities, but the lingering question is, who truly deserves the starting spot? So far, the evidence suggests Bradley is the safer choice. He offers a combination of defensive stability and attacking creativity that seems to fit perfectly into the style of play demanded by Slot. This becomes even more apparent when one considers that, in certain matches, even Dominic Szoboszlai, a midfielder playing out of position, performed the right-back role better than Frimong. This scenario raises fascinating questions about the future of this position in the team. The clash with Crystal Palace will be a crucial test for Slot and his tactical decisions. The opponent are renowned for their physical strength, tactical discipline, and ability to exploit space on the flanks. Therefore, having a reliable right-back will be vital to avoid unpleasant surprises. In this context, Bradley's inclusion could make all the difference. He not only offers extra protection in defense, but also possesses the intelligence to contribute in quick transitions. This duality is exactly what Liverpool need to face such a resilient side as Crystal Palace. On the other hand, it's worth remembering that Frimong, despite his current difficulties, is a player full of potential. His aggressive style and speed can be lethal weapons in certain scenarios. However, football is a sport that constantly demands adaptation, and perhaps he simply needs more time to regain confidence and match sharpness. For that reason, Slot must wisely balance the opportunities, ensuring Frimong has space to grow without compromising the team's overall performance. After all, developing talent is a fundamental part of any great manager's job.
While supporters speculate on who will start on Saturday, there is one thing everyone agrees on. Liverpool are in safe hands with Arne Slot. His analytical and human approach has inspired respect both on and off the pitch. He understands that every player has an important role to play and that tactical decisions must be made with the greater good of the team in mind. By opting for Bradley against Crystal Palace, Slot would not only be seeking an immediate win, but also sending a clear message about what he expects from his right-backs. Furthermore, this situation raises interesting reflections on the role of managers in modern football. They are not only strategists, but also leaders capable of motivating and guiding their players through challenges. Slot has demonstrated this time and again, keeping the group united even under pressure. He knows that success does not come solely from big names or expensive signings, but from creating synergy between players and extracting the very best from each one. That is why his final decision on the lineup against Crystal Palace will be so eagerly awaited and discussed. Let us imagine for a moment the impact that a convincing win against Crystal Palace could have. It would not only reinforce the team's confidence, but also serve as a clear signal that Liverpool are ready to face any challenge this season. With Bradley on the pitch, the team would gain an air of solidity and determination, sending a message to their opponents that they will not be easily beaten. And who knows, this match could mark the beginning of a winning run that propels Liverpool back to the top of the table. Ultimately, regardless of who is chosen, what truly matters is the spirit of unity and passion that defines Liverpool. Whether with Frimong flying down the wing or Bradley showcasing his defensive class, supporters can be certain that Arne Slot will do everything in his power to maximise the team's potential. The future may be uncertain, but one thing is clear. Liverpool's football in 2025 promises to be thrilling, full of twists and turns, and stories to be told for generations to come.